Alright, Alright, hello guys. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Hello everyone. I welcome you to the stream. We better get going right now because this is going pretty well. So yeah. Let's go. Alright, I don't know why there's like a little static on the mic right now. Okay. We should be good. Alright, yeah, we're just going to be doing how PvZ Heroes are completely intended to be played, and yeah, actually, we can just start right now. I will be playing PvZ Heroes exactly as intended. As you know it, Fry said these three cards are the best cards in the game: the Triceratops, forgiven as Photosynthesizer. And of course, according to the game, this is a huge button right here, which tells us to just click it. So we're just going to click it and see what we can get as intended, because this is what the game tells us to play. Guys, this is going to be a great deck. Alright, let me just... this real quick. And then do this. Do this. Do this. Alright, guys, I'm not even going to change the deck title only because this is how it was intended to be. Citron number 1. Of course, Citron best hero in the game according to Fry. Alright, so we're gonna get a look Boogaloo right here. Let's see how this goes. Guys, listen, this deck is too good. It is telling us to play Tuna, which is of course like the best card in PvZ Heroes according to Sushi, as they put it in main database a few months ago. I don't even know, but this card, OP. You see, Star-Lord is the most overrated card in the game according to Fry, so let's just get rid of that. This is pretty good hand if I say so myself. Alright guys, and here we go. And this is exactly how it was intended to be played. Of course, in PvZ Heroes, you just have to listen to Fry and just say, he says that, these cards are good and therefore you should include them in your deck. That's just how you play this game, Wow, he spends Boogaloo Sig on Forgiving Us instead of the Triceratops, which is certainly interesting. I mean, he might be doing a little bit of throwing right here, but, He'd be fine. He'd be fine though. You know, he might just be doing a little bit of throwing. A little bit of throwing. And this 2-nut here is actually looking pretty hot, so let's just go for it. This 2-nut here, pretty good, you know? Going well, we're going pretty well so far. Alright, so now we have Starlord, which is the most overrated card in the game as you know it. So we're just gonna do this. We're just gonna do this. Gonna do this as well to buff the Trico. And look, we are already winning. Of course, you just have to follow what the PvZ heroes gods tell you, and you'll get a perfect deck. Just like this. Totally dominating because of 2-nut right here. See, now, this Starford right here, from the deck, is just gonna kill this guy, and he's dead right here. On the spot. On the spot, 100%. 100%. Let's watch this. This is gonna win the game. Does that? Doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Alright, that might have been a little bit of a throw. But I can tell you right now, this deck is unbeatable because it's exactly as intended on how it was meant to be played. Discotron doesn't matter. We got a better, you know, little disco going on ourselves, which is called the almighty Starlord, which is the most overrated card in the game, but it's still a very good card because overrated does not mean it's not broken. Of course, even though it's the most overrated card in the game, it's still an S tier card, even though it's very overrated. So. And this is completely fine right here, honestly. And I'm telling you, this deck is OP because, you know, the PvZ Heroes gods told us to make it. You know, this has got to be the optimal deck in PvZ Heroes. You guys don't even know about the new meta. This is the new meta. Screw NeoDB. This is the meta. Guys, 2-nut OP. Don't even mess with 2-nut. See guys, this deck is performing so well right now because clearly, this is just how PvZ Heroes was ever meant to be played. Folks, this is as easy as said. See, you just have to ask and you shall receive. You know what you can really do, you know? This is the optimal PvZ Heroes deck right here. Playing it exactly as intended. See, I told you guys. Even though Starlord is the most overrated card in the game, it's still an S tier card. Easy. Easy win. Thanks to the PvZ Heroes gods. Of course, that is how you make decks in PvZ Heroes. You just hit that little purple button that, you know, that is like larger than any other card in your deck. Therefore, you just win the game. Obviously, you know? That's just how you win in PvZ Heroes. It's as simple as that. As simple as that. You know? You just have to ask and you shall receive. Deck is very simple. You ask and you will get. And I mean, obviously, you know, the game has some the deck might have some flaws because, you know, there's no unbeatable deck in a game, but obviously this deck is going to do very well. So yeah, And of course, we're going against Immorticia, so no answers to Triceratops. So GG's, I think. Yo, Toes manager for the 6 months, half a year. God damn, long time supporter. Thank you. Long time supporter of the channel, helping us, contribute towards the little, charities. This is a pretty slight misplay by our opponent. Playing paparazzi right here. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. He does a lure for lunch for 1 damage, 1 damage is pretty worth it, I'd say, for a lure for lunch. When it comes to, this deck just beats the heck out of our opponents. Look, we have so much value now, we're just gonna win the game. Oh, guys, look, it's stuck, and this is the best deck builder in the game, so we just gotta get rid of it right away. Gotta get rid of it because it's the best deck builder in the game, and we're looking hot right here. We're looking real hot right here. That's fine. He did lures for lunch for 1 damage just because he had evaporate, which is completely fine for us, honestly. Because this is the best deck in the game, of course, according to the PvZ Heroes God, because they told us to press that, big purple button in our deck, and that purple button is bigger than every other card in the deck when I was making the deck. And of course, right here, we have no problems. This is completely fine because, of course, we have the almighty Doomshroom if anything goes wrong. So, we should be completely fine right here. And this is fine. This is completely fine right here. Look, Doomshroom, the most problematic card in the game, but this Starfruit, just gonna win this game right here. Easy. Not even close. Like, what is he even gonna do right here? Like, Alien, who's like, okay, that maybe stalls his, like, inevitable death for, like, 1 extra turn right here, but he really isn't doing much right here. Alright, folks. Going for another Starfruit, which is, of course, one of the best cards in the game because it's attacking all 5 lanes, so it kills everything. That's a pretty, easy, relatively easy win right here, I say. Pretty average game. Pretty average win. Of course, we're 2-0 because of this deck in PvZ Heroes. Of course, we're playing exactly as intended, and that's why we're winning. Not like any other deck could have won this matchup because, of course, Starfruits are, like, super important in this matchup. Like, any other card would not have done, like, 10 damage in face at once. So, yeah, this card OP, and this deck is OP. As said, this was made by the PvZ Heroes gods. It looks like we have been making a slight misplay so far because we're not spending all our sun every single turn, which is not how we play PvZ Heroes. So I'm telling you, we have to spend every single mana we have if we can. So we're just gonna try to get a 1, a 2, a 3. Gotta spend every little bit of, sun existing. Gotta spend all your sun. And I mean, clearly, Fry said this was the second best card in the game, according to a previous poll, so I mean, yeah, this is how we play PvZ Heroes now. Just follow what Papa Fry says, I mean, he is the best player in the game after winning the Hero Pantheon tournament, I mean, right? He surely must be the best player in the game after winning the Hero Pantheon tournament, right? Against LGT of course. And right here, we're just gonna play 2-Nut, as mentioned already. This is the best card in the game according to Sushi, so we're just gonna play it. and very effectively as well. We're just gonna do it right here. And look, we're protecting our Forget-Me-Nots right here, really mainly to try to go, hit our opponent's face. Of course, our objective is to get our opponent down from 20 health down to 0 health, and that's how you play PvZ heroes, folks. And right here, we're completely fine. We are completely fine. And we got more. That is fine. We're gonna have to spend every single mana trying to get another Forget-Me-Nots right here. And of course, we got the little, card picker. We got the little card picker we stole from Tryhard. So, we managed to spend all our stun this turn, so that's epic. So telling you right now, we can spend every single one of our sun because, we stole the card picker from Tryhard. It's just as easy as this. And potentially, we can't spend all our sun here, unfortunately. So we're just gonna have to make use of most of our sun here. Unless he goes for a Supernova Garg, of course, which we can just instantly kill. Which would be pretty optimistic, but, it is what it is. And this guy going pretty aggressive right here, just going pretty aggressive. We're just gonna go for a little tuna here, which is fine. This is fine right here. And of course, we're playing this game exactly as intended because, this was what the PvZ Heroes gods told us to play. So, I mean, you can't go wrong with the deck that, the PvZ Heroes gods made you. So, I mean, we used a little big purple button that they told us to click, or tap, when we're making our deck. Clearly, that's how you make, PvZ Heroes decks, and that's clearly how you make decks in this game. I mean, it's the life. It's the life. And I did a little slight misplay right here because we didn't go for spending all our sun right here. But kind of trying to just get most of the potential out of the low buddies right here. So yeah, slight misplay right there on our part, and I'll take blame for that, unfortunately. So right here we can, spend all our sun because we have Star-Lord and Planet of the Graves, which would definitely be quite a fantastic play for us. Quite the fantastic play. Drawing 2 cards right here, pretty good. And of course, we're playing this because it's intended, that's how we play as well. Because it's from Photosynthesizer, and that's what, the PvZ Heroes gods tell us to play. So, that's how it works. That's how it goes around over here. And over here, this guy, he doesn't know. But we got the Doomshroot, If he tries to go for something, big right here, we just got him in checkmate situation right here. We're just gonna finish this guy off. And of course he doesn't spend everything. So right here, we're gonna try to just use as much of our mana. And we can even move this. We can even move this out of the way right here to win the game. Which is pretty good. If you ask me. And unfortunately, you got a little, teleportation zombie right here. But, we're fine. We're gonna be completely fine. I'm just saying. We're completely fine right here. He's playing Bad Nose Yeti, a little bit too slow for my standards. And the PvZ Heroes God standards, of course, as shown right here. He's out of free health. And that shows, why we're clearly better than him, right? I mean, that clearly shows that why we're better than him. Even though he managed to, wipe out, slightly less than half of our board right here, we're still fine. So, to make use of all our sun here, we're going to do this. In this lane. And I'm also going to play this right here because we have to spend every single sun according to the PvZ Heroes tutorial, so we got to do that. killer whale, that's completely fine, you know? That's just completely fine. That's standard. That is standard for us. You know, not worried about that at all. You know, we're completely fine right here. You know, look, this is the one thing he doesn't know. But you know, now he buffed that, we can just kill it straight up, you know? He thinks he's so smart at trying to kill our forgiveness, but you know, he's just, you know, what, you know, a little bit too much behind us of us right now. And unfortunately, we do have the most annoying card in the game, which just costs 8 sun according to Fry. So, yeah, unfortunately, turn of events, it died. And look, we spent every single sun, so we, you know, fully followed how this game was meant to be played, and of course we won the game, as per usual. And that's an easy dub for us, of course, using the best deck in the game according to the PvZ Heroes gods, as we use the big purple button that is bigger than every card when we make a deck, and by using the 3 best cards in the game according to Mr. Fry I'm up right here. So I mean, I don't see a problem with it. I don't see a problem with this deck at all, you know? I don't know, people are complaining right now, like, oh, this deck is not good, but I don't know. This deck's been doing pretty well. And look at this. We can, we can spend all our sun right here. We have 1, 2, 3, which is pretty good. Pretty good right here, which I'll take. I mean, according to the Mr. Fryama, Doomstream should clearly cost 8, as we've seen right there, because, there was a bunny, there was a teleportation zombie, and there was a sugar retreat. And of course, the combination of that costs 9, so I mean, logically speaking, Doomstream should cost at least 8, because they're already profiting one sun by playing it, right? So, that's, how it should go. And it's pretty well, second best card in the game according to Mr. Fry I'm up right here, so this looks pretty good. Looks pretty good for me, at least I think. And of course we have to spend every single sun we have, so we just gotta play Triceratops here. And of course we're playing the best card in the game according to Mr. Fry I'm up again, so very, very nice. And of course we, get a photosynthesizer off the top leg right here, so we can efficiently use all our sun again, which is absolutely fantastic. Fantastic news right here, to say so myself. And this looks pretty good right here, He plays a little kite flyer, and we're just wrecking him right now, which is looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. I mean, according to our previous poll, he clearly said Triceratops is the best card in the game. And I mean, next turn right here, hopefully we can spend all our, sun this turn, just to make sure we can get more, tempo on the board, according to the PvZ Heroes tutorial. I mean, of course, I think Triceratops is also the most, overpowered card in the game, for obvious reasons. And guys, according to Sushi, Tuna is also the best card in the game, so that's completely fine by me. We're combining the 2 best deck builders in the game. Of course, we have Fry 'em Up and Sushi, so we just, combining the strategies together and trying to, make a, unstoppable deck right here, as shown by the, big purple button that is bigger than all the cards in our deck when we make a deck. Alright, so, how do we spend every single sun we have this turn? We're gonna be doing you, or we can do you and you. And I'll gladly say we'll do you, and we'll do you. And this looks pretty good, This looks pretty good. He can't do anything because he's got the forgiveness on the board. These are pretty good. I mean, obviously, you gotta hit the, finish for me button because, it's the biggest button when you make a deck, and that's how you play PvZ heroes, you know, exactly as intended, as I said. The big purple button is clearly the biggest button on the screen, so I mean, that's clearly why you have to press it, right? I mean, clearly, we have casually, quite successfully won the game right here. I mean, we have quite successfully spent most of our, sun this turn, except I didn't play my, free nut right here, which is kind of a misplay because I didn't spend all my sun, but we won anyways. So, of course, several misplays here and there, but, we can still win pretty much consistently because, obviously, this is the best deck of the game, according to the PvZ Heroes gods, of course. And again, this deck is pretty good. This deck is pretty good. Pretty overpowered by the PvZ Heroes god standards, the PvZ Heroes gods are just, the code behind the whole PvZ Heroes game. You send a request to the PvZ Heroes server, they get back at you, and, they make your whole deck, in matter of milliseconds. And they know it best. Because they do know what are the best cards in the game to make your best deck possible. I mean, of course, they have the whole database to, know what really are the best cards in the game. Clearly, because they know all the win rates. Just too easy. Too easy, It's too easy. Smash. Slightly easy for us to deal with, This, not a problem, obviously. And we gotta spend all our, sun every single time. Every single turn, so we just gotta use it, Gotta use it because we gotta spend every single sun, every single turn, if possible. And of course, we got the most overrated card in the game, even though it's a good card. So we gotta spend all our sun this turn again, so let's play Free Nut. Next turn we can go Star Lord, and then we can go Lulibus. No, that's fine, That's just completely fine. He's just, giving us value for clearly the most broken card in the game, which should cost 8, which is Doom Shroom. I mean, you guys don't even know, right? Like, this just isn't gonna get gobbled up next turn. Which is completely fine by me, Completely fine by me. We're getting considerable amounts of value right here from this Doom Shroom, which I would definitely take. Just in before he plays a defensive end or ruins our plans, but, he's clearly not good enough to the game to do that yet. So, I mean, this is clearly why Doom Shroom should cost 8, right? Guys, this just clearly illustrates it. This kills, this literally just, demolished about, what, 2, 3, and then 9, so that was 16 brains worth of value right there, off by a 5 cost card. I mean, that's clearly broken. I mean, you can't get better than that. And clearly right here, we're just gonna play, this Star Sword Conjure card because we spent all our sun. Which is very good. As I mentioned, even though Star Sword is the most overrated card in the entire game, it's still an S tier card. Still a very good card. And right here, it is bait to literally go for Doomshroom because it kills our own Amputated Swords. So we're just gonna, efficiently spend all, our mana again. We're just gonna, or rather, I should say sun. So we're just gonna do this. And unfortunately, this guy just, loses. So, pretty easy. 5-0 right here. I mean, clearly the best deck in the game, as I mentioned. as decided by the PvZ Heroes God. This is how you play how you play the game. I mean, he knew he couldn't get down by it, so he just preemptively, gave us the win. Just because he already knows he's so screwed that it's impossible to even come back, Damn, really try to look for that, 2-cost plant right there, so we can literally just, spend all our sun every single turn. I mean, clearly got to do this right here because, gotta spend every single sun we have. Alright. So now we're just gonna play this because it spends all our sun again, which is pretty good. Unfortunately, this guy is playing a Gravestone deck, so we might be struggling a little bit right here. This is probably a Swashbuckler, so I'm gonna front it in. Yeah, it's a Swashbuckler, as anticipated, because this is ladder. And perfect, we get to spend all our, we get to spend all our sun, which is perfect. So I'll take it very, very much. Thank you very, very much. Unfortunately, he just had that weed spray, saved up, which is kind of unfortunate, but, we can come back from this game pretty easily by just playing the Starfruit right here. The Starfruit is just going to clear the board pretty easily, and we've got a couple of them following up right here. And he might have picked the wrong deck, but he's still doing pretty well. He might have picked the wrong deck. Still doing great. And, that's completely fine. He's just going to end up dying next turn. So, yeah, next turn, now, we can spend all our mana efficiently again. Which is fantastic. Fan-freaking-tastic. And we'll go for it. Or we can literally just go for a free nut, Rotavega, Protect, which is also pretty good. It also sounds pretty good for me, honestly. Preferably Esterly as well, because it plays around Weed Spray. So I'll definitely take that instead. So let's actually do that. Let's actually do this play. This also, spends all our sun. So this looks pretty nice. And, the little Rodeo Guard right here, he might be, killing us a little bit by moving the Starfruit right here to do 5 damage, but we're fine. We're fine. We're gonna be fine. We have Poppies next turn. And look, we're doing pretty hot right here, we clear everything except for this right here, which is fine because we actually killed this anyways this turn, so we're looking hot. Make sure to spend all our sun if we can, so it's that. And Gargolith is completely fine. He can't really use Gargolith, he just loses the game right here, so I mean, good luck to this guy. And Dolphinado, let's see if the PvZ Heroes God save us, and of course they do. Easy, 6-0. You guys don't even know. This deck is too good. And of course, we definitely won that game by just, following the tutorial and, exactly following how, they say we should make a deck, which is basically by hitting the big purple button when we make a deck. And of course, that works every single time. And right here, just saying. The thing is, we always have our turn 2 because we have one of our superpowers, in the pocket, This is definitely not a card picker hand right here. I'm just saying. Definitely not a card picker hand. I don't know what you guys are saying, but, We can spend all our sun on turn 1, spend all our sun on turn 2, and spend all our sun on turn 3, which is pretty good. So, and honestly, that's fine. We're just gonna do this. And even though this guy knows like what we run by, you know, using this snipe right here, it's still fine IMO. You know, this guy's slightly sniping, but I think we're still fine because we're running the best deck in the game, you know? Clearly gotta spend our sun this turn again, so we gotta do that. That's fine, you know, that's fine. Because he spends all his brains as well. And we're ending up doing more damage right now, which is pretty good. And this is growing. We're growing pretty well. Yeah, this hand's pretty good, I'd say. We can do this. We can do this. You know, I certainly do know it's a snipe because he's clearly running the hard counter, which, I mean, is a pretty good sign for a snipe, in my opinion. And this is fine, you know? This is fine right here for us. And of course, we have to Freena Doomstream combo if we need it. And we're just gonna clearly spend all our sun right here. Very nice. Do that really quick. Teleportation zombie might be a slight problem, but I don't think it's a big problem at all, you know? It's definitely not gonna stop our Triceratops from hitting here. He clearly didn't have anything last turn, so I mean, he's not gonna have anything here. That's completely fine, you know? That is completely fine. I mean, guys, this is just too easy. This is too easy, you know? This game is too easy for us. I'm just saying. This game, I'm just saying, this is a little bit too easy for us. I mean, literally, we can just get this right here. And spend all our sun again. Which is fantastic. You know? Spend all our sun again, which is fantastic right here. So let's go for it. That's fine, you know? He can't really, you know, survive right here. Unfortunately. So, unfortunately, turns and events right here. We wouldn't enter the game. Because, of course, too easy. And, you know, this is just how the game was intended to be played, and we told them to just pick every single card we wanted from our deck in one game. And pretty easy, you know, pretty easy right here. I'm telling you, you know, this is clearly the best deck in the game. Because it was decided by the PvZ Heroes Gods. I mean, this is just too easy, you know, at this point forth, you know. This is clearly just too easy for us. You know, slightly too easy. And this is fine. We're spending all our sun every single turn, which is pretty good, you know. And it's just good protection. Good protection. And we'll go for it. Very nice and easy protection for our Rhodobaga, which I'll definitely take. And he's gonna kill right here. You know, that's fine. He gets a treat. But you know, what he doesn't know is that if we place those treats, what ends up happening is that he ends up feeding our little Doomshirk here. And looks like we can spend every single one of our sun again. Which is perfect, you know? We just spend all our sun again this turn. So, you know, just get more tempo on the board. Which is fantastic according to my standards. And the PvZ Heroes God standards. Because that's how they teach you to do in the tutorial. And that's fine, you know? That's completely fine by me. Because we have these two cards right here. Which are actually going to do very much right here. Very good card. we're definitely gonna get something useful here. Just watch this. We're gonna get the best card possible from here. Just watch this. Get it right now? See? I told you. I told you. We're gonna get the best card from here possible. Okay? I told you guys. We got a 5 cost cards, which allows us to spend all our sun again, and, just saying. Just saying. Pretty good, right? Managed to spend all our sun again. Which I'm pretty happy about. And, he's trying to buff his card right here. Pretty cute. Pretty cute. In my opinion. And that's just fine. He's nerfing it. And next turn we can just transmogrify into, Starfruit, which basically, get this guy, out of here. Or we can Doomshroom, we can place another big guy. Doomshroom plus this is also valid. And that's fine, that's completely fine by me. Right here, slight dilemma. Slight dilemma. We can just literally Doomshroom and put this synthesizer. Call it a day. Maybe not. Maybe those are not the plays. But who knows? We might need a Doomshroom later. So I'm just gonna use my Transmogrify right here. And that's fine, That's fine by me. I'm gonna spend all our sun again, so we just gotta do this sun units right here. And of course we got, the 4/4 Starfruit, which is pretty good by my standards, of course. Which is pretty good. Pretty good. And this is fine, he's getting some superpowers, but we're eventually gonna win the game anyways because this deck is too good. That's fine. That's also fine. He's above that. That's a slight problem for us, honestly. Because it kind of needed that lane to be open so we can use a little Starfruit right here. But honestly, on average, we should still win this game pretty reliably. Because of course we're running the best deck in the game. And that's fine, that's fine right here. And right here. I mean, we gotta spend as much as we can spend right here. Gotta be this. Gotta spend as much sun as we can spend. And just in case we can tactically kook ourselves to open up more lanes. To put out a little bullseyes, Going viral? It's fine. Going viral? Doesn't win it yet. Starfruit right here? Definitely gonna win. Telling you right now. This is definitely gonna work. And this Starfruit looking pretty nice. Pretty nice because it clears the board right here. So it's pretty good by my standards again, of course. He does a rocket time. It's fine. We have a little, Doomshroom for him next turn. So honestly, not a huge concern. Not a huge concern right here. Not slightly concerning. We're getting down to a bit low of a health right here. But we're fine. I mean, I'm telling you, we're completely fine. I told you we're gonna be fine. That's why we're gonna be fine. Alright, right here, we have a slight dilemma. Can we potentially dodge death from lane 1? And of course we can, by doing this. I mean, this is clearly a pretty decent play by us, which, you know, probably not cost us the game, by whatever reason, for whatever reason, you know, and unimaginable, honestly. I don't know. Gotta, you know, spend all our sun. Slight misplay again because we didn't spend it on our road to Vega, but I think we're still gonna win right here, just because, you know, we are playing the best deck in the game. Of course, teleport, we're fine. I mean, teleport, we're completely fine right here. Using, you know, a flick right here, still fine. Evaporate, that's fine. Evaporate's fine right here. That's irrelevant. That's irrelevant. We only need one plan to win anyways. You know? We only need one thing to win anyways. Unfortunately, you know, he was running the other best card in the game, obviously, which was the Celestial Custodian, according to fry him up. You know, of course, it's in the best match deck, so, I mean, fair enough, he won with clearly one of the best cards on the other side. So, I mean, props to him. He wanted the second best card in the game, which was Celestial Custodian. Of course, you know, Triceratops is the best card in the game. You know, unfortunately, you know, he just had that card. You know, he just had that best card in the game. So, what can you do? What can you do? Just, you know, die. Unfortunate, eh? And I'm saying right now, this deck is still extremely solid, you know? Still extremely solid as intended. Because that was how PvZ Heroes was meant to be played. Just click that, you know, big purple button, and you're gonna be off to a good way to win your games. Unfortunately, we can't spend any sun this turn, so that's just unfortunate on our ends, honestly. And that's fine right here, you know, that's fine. Because we're just gonna front it. And we're gonna buff. We got some stuff going on for us anyways. We're gonna be fine. We got several plays here. We got several plays. Several plays. We're gonna freak up his little weed spray real quick. We're gonna do a little bit of this right here. And we're gonna do a little bit of Zayan. And this is fine right here, you know? Next turn we can spend our sun again by doing Triceratops plus Cool Bean, which is a pretty good combo. And right here, he's struggling already, so he has to use an Octopole on this. You know, it's completely fine. No, barrels, not even worry about that, you know? Not even worry about that. Because clearly, we're just gonna block right here. We're gonna hold that just to, you know, grow Triceratops and extra time, which is pretty good. Or we can get a free enough from that, so that's pretty good as well. And of course, we're just gonna hit him hard right here in the face. And even though he's gonna have to bounce right here, top, just fine. You know, we're completely fine right here. You know, we got the free nut walnut combo, which is, you know, I think I have to pass, but still pretty good, honestly, so. And that's fine, you know, that's fine for us. Honestly, you know, that's fine. You know, we might have slight issues if he gets Toxic Wasted, but, you know, I think we're fine right here. I think we're doing fantastic, to be honest, with you. So obvious reasons, we're gonna do this. Obvious reasons, we're gonna do this as well. You know, because we get another card back, which is, you know, as per usual, how this game works. You know, gotta spend all our stun every single turn right here. That's also fine. You know, that's completely fine by me as well. And right here, we're just gonna go for Triceratops, go for Triceratops, go for this because this is much more damage as well. And we're looking really nice. And we are efficiently able to spend all our stun again, which is fantastic according to PvZ Heroes God standards, and we're likely to win the game right here. You know? Fairly likely, in my opinion. That's fine. You know, we're still doing quite a bit of damage right here. And, you know, we're still got a lot of things on the board, which I think are doing quite a bit of damage. You know, we're just gonna hold this again. And see, too easy. This guy was at 11 health and just like, nah, I can see why this deck is so broken, so I'm just gonna get out of here, you know? The guy already saw how broken this deck is, so they just left because, you know, they saw how stupid this was, and therefore they just had to, you know, get out of there in that situation, just like, nah, I'm not playing anymore, right? Yeah, guys, you know what I say? It's sometimes just too easy, you know? Sometimes just too easy to play this game. This game sometimes is too easy. You know, that's fine, you know? That's fine for us, even though we can't spend our sun on turn 1. And right here, he's probably going for transformation station, so let's do this. Yep, and there it is. As predicted, this is probably gonna die. Or not, because he gets the best case scenario and instantly demolishes it. Congratulations to this guy, he manages to get the best case scenario by far. And he gets a bloody cane. Oh great. Oh great. Unfortunately, you know, we kind of threw right here. Kind of threw a little bit, but I think we can still make it. You know, we threw a little bit, but he also threw a little bit because now we can play this, so I mean, we're looking fine. I mean, we're still looking fantastic. We're definitely going to top deck Air Doom Shroom sometime soon, so I think we're fine. You know, just need to get Doom Shroom pretty soon, and we'll be on our merry way. Now let's do this right here. And then we'll also just do this to spend all our sun again. And this is fine, you know? This is completely fine right here. No, I'm telling you, we got, you know, we got a little star fruit right here, which is pretty good, you know? Pretty good right here. We'll just go for the little star fruit. And star fruit's gonna do casually 9 damage, this is gonna do a little bit of damage. I mean, we're fine. See? We're completely fine. I'm definitely not dead right here. We got 2 health, you know? We got photosynthesizer staying right there as well. Which is fine, you know? And we're gonna just do this right here. Just so I can spend all our sun again. And of course, gotta spend all our sun to do that. I mean, he clearly did that just to, you know, block this, 2-nut from hitting right here. And, you know, definitely not trying to win the game immediately. So, I mean, we're fine. Okay, for series though, why did he not play this in Lane 1? I have no idea. Maybe he just thought this deck was too good, so he just had to, you know, give me a chance right here. Oh, he was trying to BM me? Oh, the clownery. He's trying to BM me? Yeah, the clownery. He's trying to BM right here. With Bad Moon Rising. You know, I can see that coming right here. From a mile away. The Bad Moon Rising BM value is real. You know? And he gets a BM value in his favor. For obvious reasons, you know? You know, just PvZ Heroes Gods have favored us a little bit too much today. So they're just like, nah, gotta make you not so good right here in favor in the last game, of course. But obviously still, guys, this deck is clearly, you know, the clearly best deck in the game. According to the big purple button that we just have to press and we'll get it. You know? It's clearly Citron #1. Best hero in the game because Citron is #1. As you know it, that's how the game intended us to make decks. Citron is #1. And guys, this is gonna be it for today. But you know, we went 8-2, which is clearly, you know, better than Walnut Highlander, which also went 8-2. So, I mean, you know, clearly the best deck in the game because Trickstat clearly didn't go 8-2, so it did worse. So yeah, very solid deck, and hopefully we can play with this deck a little bit more in Hero Pantheon tournament because hopefully we can use this deck to beat up everyone. Clearly by using the best cards in the game according to Fry, best deck in the game according to the PvZ Heroes Gods. You know, Citron #1, definitely gotta not face it. Alright guys, that's gonna be it, and I'll see you next time. Alright. Okay, why is this game is so weird though? Sometimes it gives us the same thing, sometimes it doesn't. You know, it's just weird. It just to be weird. It just to be weird, you know? Sometimes it gives us the same things. Like, look, now it doesn't give us the same things, now it gives us Countertron, you know? Always gotta give us Doomstream though, so. You know, it's random. It's pretty funny. Like, we can do a million of these finish for me's and we'll get some pretty good variation of something. You know, it always likes to fill up the curve, so that's kind of interesting. So yeah. Anyways. This horrible deck went 8-2. I mean, clearly, you know, Citron #1 as intended. You know, we just played the game clearly as intended. You know, just hit the finish for me button. Why are ladder players in PvZ Heroes so bad at the game? I don't know. Why are they so bad? This deck literally won 8-2 for whatever reason. I don't know. The deck was half elusives and then just half garbage, and it was. I don't get it. Why are people so bad at PvZ Heroes? I don't know. Anyways, guys, gotta use guys. Next time, you know, you know it, you know. Clearly, this is how PvZ Heroes really was intended to be played. You know, next time we're just gonna do strategy deck because clearly this was how they intended us to actually play this game. You know, this is how we did how the PvZ Heroes gods think we should have played the game. Now we're gonna do how the PvZ Heroes devs think we should play the game. Clearly, you gotta use easy peasy, right? You know, gotta use Soda Seeds. I mean, clearly best strategy in the game. Just, you know, you can go for a Click high roll, you can go for a Magic Beanstalk high roll, or you can go for Burp high roll, or Plucky Clover high roll, and you, of course protect everything with the Umbrella Leaf. I mean, Soda Seed, clearly best strategy deck, right? I mean, definitely better than Face Blaster 9000, but definitely better than Blockbusting, you know? Definitely better than this, you know? I mean, we can maybe use the strategy deck actually for real, you know? Like maybe, just actually use the strategy deck, because it's pretty decent. Like, actually half decent strategy deck that can actually win games. Right here, folks. You know, you know something, right? This should actually be lockout and playing controls though, so I mean, pretty decent. Pretty decent. You know. You know, you got a little blockbusting thing going on here. And it can be smashed because you're running to Strike Cruise. You know, you're running early game guarding package and then just go for the little blockbusting and then you go for the little solar Strike Cruise. Imagine using the deck against us. No. That's a little bit too far of a stretch, you know, to, you know, play the piles. So, that's a little bit too far-fetched in terms of the piles that we could be using. Anyways, guys, that was a fantastic stream. 8-2 with this pretty freaking crap deck, and of course that was meant to show how bad PvZ Heroes players are on ranked mode, and that's why like 20,000 people subscribe to Ryan or whatever that guy's called, because they like watching piles. Okay, let's rate someone now. Alright. Let's see. This guy's doing a little bit of PvZ endless mode, I think. He has a base camp as well, which is pretty good. Okay. Yeah, this guy's doing endless. Okay, let's rate this guy. Looks like he's doing a little endless game right here, so we can just, you know, quickly rate him. You know, do a little bit of that. Rate Tryhard. Tryhard is not online. You guys know he's been talking about. Tryhard isn't even streaming right now. You know? Anyways, join a raid for free channel points.